So he sees you tentatively and then drop your hand, but he sees Endien, just very confidently raises her hand, and he nods to himself, and then he pulls out a cell phone, and then he opens it up and he makes a call. You can start the drop now, and then he hangs up, and give me, you guys all, something feels weird, right? It feels like, so when you're on the airship, you're going with the same momentum, right? You barely even notice you're traveling.
No.
However, it feels different now, and it feels as if you're a little bit lighter and a little bit lighter, and you realize that the ship is dropping out of the sky, like straight down. He turns to you guys and says, all right, Miss Endien, if you think so, this ship is nothing without a crew, and this is what life is like when it's just yourself. If you, he also then pulls out, he holds a cell phone and he says, we'll see now if being a hotshot standalone is going to get anyone anywhere.
I guess I misunderstood the question.
He basically says, like, if you want the ship to not hit the ground, go ahead and get the cell phone from me and make the call back to reverse the order. And he just holds it in his hand.
Can we help? Because I feel like as soon as Marco feels like he's falling, suddenly it's not about like him and his pride. Suddenly it's about him in mortal danger, and him being in mortal danger is much more like he's very much like, okay, well now that you involved me in this, wait, hold on. This is not agreed upon. I will do something about my situation right now, because if I don't do something about my situation right now, I might die. So he's like panicking, thinking, and as soon as he says it, he like looks at Endien and goes, "Do you want help?"
Yes, that would be preferred.
How close are we to Leord?
You're about 15, 20 feet away, I'd say. I'd say 15. More like 15. More like 15. Hold on, I'm going to write something
start running
real quick.
towards him and try and
real
grab
quick,
the
hold
phone.
on. Give me an initiative roll.
All of us?
Yes.
Okay, and what's added to initiative? It's okay. Yeah, never mind.
It's the initiative modifier that's added.
Okay, yeah. I forgot. I was totally forgetting. I was like, I saw right there. As soon as I asked a question, I literally saw it right in front of my like fucking eyes. I can't see.
Well,
I got
an
14.
18?
18, yeah.
Endien got a 6.
Sorry, what was Marco?
14.
And what is Silas?
23.
Jesus.
Ooh.
What's your initiative modifier?
4.
Okay.
Mine's -1, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, minus +1.
Mine's +3. I just rolled really bad.
Oh, dang.
Brain initiatives. Okay. Silas, it's your turn.
Silas just sitting there.
Okay.
Arms crossed, legs crossed. He looks at Leoric. Just stares at him a little bit.
Let's see here.
That's it.
Okay. So you guys are about 20,000 feet in the air.
Okay.
And I'm just writing down how much it drops by. Because on initiative 20, the plane has dropped, the airship has dropped another significant amount of feet. So, okay. So that is dropped, and now it's Kala. So what were you gonna do?
I am going to run at him and try and grab at the phone.
Try to grab the phone. Okay. Give me either Give me an athletics check.
Ooh, that's going to be a 10 total.
Oof.
In the total. That's
That
funny.
hurts to hear.
So he got a 12 on his acrobatics. So he just deftly moves his arm around as you like charge past him, basically, trying to grab it. Almost like a pirouette.
Charging past with my arms out.
Yeah. You're gonna have to go a little faster than that. Kala. Marco? Oh, is that it for your turn? Or? Because that's you moving and you doing an action. So, unless you have like a bonus action or something like that.
No, I don't have anything I can do.
Okay. Marco?
So just to get the layout correct, so Kala is right next to Leoric, right?
Yes.
He's like close-ish. Okay.
Yeah.
So Silas is also like closer to. Is he closer to Leoric than we are, or like like what is the layout?
The three of you are about 15 feet away.
Okay.
He and then Kala is about like adjacent.
Can I make an insight roll into whether we're gonna have to use force, or if it's more of like an outsmarting him and using like? Is there a way where I can kind of figure out if we're supposed to go out with brute force or like work around, or is it like both kind of thing? Should I roll for that?
Yeah. Give me an insight check.
Insight 20, but not natural. So it's still yeah.
You realize that
19.
he
Sorry.
wasn't joking about it taking a crew to pilot a ship. You realize you're going to have to do some form of teamwork to get this from him.
Okay. And
so whether it's outsmarting and brute force might be different keys to the puzzle, but neither of them are an answer on its own.
All right. So is that like I'm not really too familiar with this, so is that my action? Or do
no, that'll be fine. You don't have to worry about that being your action. That's
okay.
Like in a moment thing, kind of like with the insight.
Right. So I turn to Endien and I say, "This ship needs a crew." And then I turn to her and I go, "I have Unseen Servant. I don't know how that'll help, but I have that spell. I also have Mage Hand and Prestidigitation, so maybe we can work out like moving mechanisms or doing something like that." And so he kind of looks to Endien to see what like her reaction is to like here's the spells he has and he can use. How like now he's looking to her. It's like, all right, this is what my setup is. How are we gonna do this together? And, like, how are we gonna get Kala into this kind of thing?
So I mean, I guess action wise, you can ready an action or like hold your turn, or like I guess ready an action to like just either use a move or a standard action depending on what she says to you.
Yeah. So depending on what Endien does, I'm just gonna like follow her. If she tells me to use a cantrip, can I like ready a cantrip or something? Is that possible?
Yeah.
Okay. So already Mage Hand.
Okay. Cyrus,
which has 30 feet.
Leoric, yeah, Leoric's just gonna stand there still. He's not gonna move or anything. So he's gonna defer. So now it's Endien.
She will nod to Marco and say, "Be ready to grab the phone with Mage Hand," and then she'll say to Kala, we need to restrain him so we can get that phone from him. And then she will bonus action Misty Step behind Leoric and ready the help action for Kala to grapple.
Okay. So wait, sorry. Can you? Sorry. Can you repeat that? I was looking at something.
Yes.
I half heard and half didn't hear.
So she told Marco to hold Mage Hand to grab the phone from Leoric, and then
I heard that part.
she told Kala to help her restrain, and then she used her bonus action to Misty Step behind Leoric, and then readied the help action for restrain for Kala.
Okay. So you're readying an action to help? Oh, to help restrain.
I'm ready
okay.
to help action, yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool. Silas?
Silas ready to die.
To be honest, seeing all this is pretty comical for Silas.
Yeah.
So, what he's gonna do is... he's gonna stand up. He's gonna throw a chair at him.
Where'd the chair come from?
The room. I'm sure there's fine if there's a chair
That
there.
hurt him.
I'm pretty sure we were all sitting down, right?
Well, I mean,
Oh, I thought it was
it's
just
more
like
of a
a
workout.
paddock
It's
dojo.
more of like it's kind of like a dojo. It's not unusual that there be a chair there. It'd be like you might like walk over to the chair. It might take you like 10 feet of movement. You pick it up and you throw it. Okay, give me an improvised ranged attack. So I think that's I think it's just your dex plus your roll. I think because I don't think it's proficiency because you're not proficient in improvised weaponry.
Hold on, making sure. Okay. 19.
19. Nice. You got him. Make a it's a 1d4 plus your strength mod for damage.
Oh, so it's just a 1d4, okay.
Mm-hmm. Nice. You hit him. I'll say you hit him straight on his armor class.
His armor class is... oh
19.
my god.
And it's funny. You see, he's not wearing armor. Just keep that in mind.
It's a 2.
Okay, yeah. So he gets hit in the head with a chair. And he kind of like wipes his mouth off. He's still got the phone in hand. He's like, "You gonna pay for that?"
Come over and try.
Come over and try and
Make me pay.
Okay. I asked you a question. You said make me try. Very interesting response, but okay. Let's see. How much does it drop? Still drops a bit more. Okay. That would be Kalaw's turn.
Okay, so he's like 10 feet away from me?
Who is?
Leoric.
Oh no. Leoric's right next to you. Cause you tried to grab the phone from him.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna try and grapple him then.
Okay. Make a strength check or an athletics check. I mean.
With advantage?
What?
I offered the help action to him.
Oh yeah, with advantage because yeah.
What
So
is
make
advantage doing again on this?
So advantage is you roll 2d20 and choose the highest number.
Wow, that's gonna be 11.
Wow. 11.
Wow.
His
Get such good rolls.
I'll let you know now. His acrobatics. On a bait, his acrobatics, his bonus is plus 10.
Yikes.
So even if I rolled a 1, he would still succeed. No, I guess he'd have to roll a 1 to fail because on that 1 he would just fail. I'm fine with including that with skills. So I'm gonna roll, and if it's a D1 or if it's a 1, then you might actually grapple him. No, he got a 16 on it, acrobatics. So you try to grapple him, and he just like kind of like not like judos you, but like basically reverses it around and like is in no way actually grappled. Like you think you're grappling him, and then he like wiggles out of it in a way. Very fluid motion. Marco?
Okay.
So Marco sees he watches bewildered, just just blown out of his mind as Silas has the gall to just throw a chair. Just
Yeah.
throws a chair. He's like floored for a little bit. He's like, what was your plan? Marco just cannot comprehend. And he sees that does Leoric. So Endien is no longer behind Leoric, right? Because Leoric dodged away.
No, she's still behind. It's just
Okay.
it's like he wiggled out of that hold really easily. So he's still in the
alright.
same spot.
So could I somehow make it so Mage Hand is just on the floor making a little fist? So that and I try
descriptive.
Well, so
what is
Marco's
your plan?
To trip him, to make it easier to grapple.
You want it to be like a fist in front of okay, in case someone wanted to push him.
Endien can push him and he'll make it so I put the fist behind him. Since it's Mage Hand, it doesn't really have a form. I just kind of quietly have the fist go behind him and does nothing besides plant itself on the ground. And so I kind of motion to Endien, and I'm kind of tap the place in front of me, and then motion myself tripping a little bit. It's but it kind of looks like I'm fumbling around.
What is the wording of Mage Hand?
I'll look that up. A spectral floating hand appears at a point you choose within range, and the range is 30 feet. The hand lasts for the duration or until you dismiss it as an action. The hand vanishes if it is ever more than 30 feet away. You can use your action to control the hand. You can use the hand to manipulate an object, open an unlocked door, store or retrieve an item, open a container. So, can't attack, activate magic items, or carry more than 10 pounds. But it's not attacking. It's just blocking something, if that makes sense.
Okay, I'll allow it. I'll allow it for now.
Okay. So I guess that'd be a help action for Endien, if anything.
Yeah. Are you trying to do this stealthily? So he doesn't notice it?
Yeah, Marco tries to do it as stealthily as possible because he knows
give me a sleight of hand.
Okay, so that would be a deception or dexterity. Which modifier do I use? Sleight of hand. Okay, so I had 12.
12.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So you try to form this. He's got the phone, and he just looks right down below him to see this fist sitting there waiting to try and trip him. And he instead he basically just walks around it and approaches you. So that means Kala and Endien get attack of opportunities.
Nice. Okay. So, alright, yeah. Okay, we're good. We're good.
I can't use a grapple as an attack of opportunity. It's just unarmed strike, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Oop, I dropped it. Yeah, I don't hit.
Okay. Interesting. Okay, yeah. And Claw? Claw?
Yeah, sorry, I'm just trying to think of what attack I want to do.
Oh, okay. It'd be a weapon thing, not a spell thing, for attack of opportunity. So it depends on.
Okay, yeah, then I'm just
yeah.
Just trying to slap at him.
Okay. You're trying to look to beat an 18 or a 19.
Ooh, I rolled a 19.
Ooh. Do you have a negative to your deck? Or no, okay. All right. So roll damage.
Oh, it's just 4.
4. Okay.
Yeah, because I don't want to use my claws on him.
Oh, okay. So you're just hitting. Okay.
I'm just kind of like trying to hit at the phone.
Okay. that leaves it to. Oh yeah, so Lyric walks up to Marco.
No.
And he is going to try and let's see. I just need to look up something real quick. Not anything too bad, but
It's been nice knowing you guys. It's been a good campaign.
When I said your time was up, I was joking.
Nervous.
I have 5 hit points, dude. A light breeze could kill me.
okay. Give me. So he's gonna try and shove you down. He's got his one hand. He's gonna try and shove you down, like push you down. So give a athletics or acrobatics check.
Alright. I'll do acrobatics. Which is a 10.
Which is a 10.
Mhm.
He got a 12. So he shoves you and you are knocked prone.
Bye, guys. So what
You think
can I-
that's you're gonna want to work on maybe put the hand behind me next time where I
That's
can't
what
see
I
it.
said. That's what I said. Put the hand
Well,
behind.
Endien was behind, and you pushed, like, if she was gonna push, it had to be in front of him.
Okay.
She did say behind, to be fair.
No,
Yeah.
I know, but I knew what her intent. I knew what his intent was because he was saying he wanted you to push him.
Yeah.
Which would not have worked if it was on the same side. But yeah, so that he said that pushes you down. And now it is Endien's turn.
Oh, that's it. Oh, man.
Seeing him just blatantly push down this weaker being, she is going to run forward and try and sweep his leg. I'm trying to get around using my strength to try and knock him prone.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait.
Well, you're going to have to give me an athletics check.
Okay, that's what I was trying to go for. Well,
Yep.
shit, never mind. It's still strength.
Yeah.
I was looking to try and use acrobatics.
Sorry. Well, so I'm looking at the shoving a creature because shoving a creature either lets you knock someone prone or push them 5 feet away. So I'm kind of using that rule specifically to cover both tripping and not tripping, tripping and pushing.
Mhm.
Right.
So it's still athletics.
Well, damn it. Sorry. Yeah, it's a 3. I'm rolling like trash, and I have a -1 to that, so it's like...
A 3. Yeah. Yeah. You definitely. He like leaps his feet up like a bit while your legs go underneath. Completely missing it. Silas.
What's wrong, Leoric? I thought you were gonna come make me pay. Instead, you went for Marco. Getting a little bit cold feet. I'm gonna roll for intimidation.
Okay. Cool.
That is 13.
13.
Oh wait, 12. Did that wrong?
It went down.
It's a 12. It's not a +6. It's a +5.
Okay, it doesn't really tell me. Alright, so, you said 12?
Yes.
He got a 13 on his charisma saving throw, so he looks at you, and he looks back at you and says, oh, you're gonna pay, as soon as the ship drops. And speaking of which, the ship drops. Is that all you're doing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because that was my action, right? Yeah, that was my action.
Yeah. Alright, the ship drops another 1,000 feet. It is now currently 17,200 feet in the air. Now it would be Kalah's turn.
So does he have his back to me right now?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna go up to him and shove him.
And shove him?
Yep.
Okay. Give me an athletics check. Give me an athletics check with advantage.
Well, that's 14.
14. Okay. Yeah, he you try to shove him and he doesn't budge.
Okay, he's very strong because I'm like 400 pounds.
Yeah. Yeah, so you immediately run up to him, try to shove him, does not budge. Marco, you see this happening. Because you're from your ground view, you can notice like a little bit better angle. You see him run up and shove and nothing happens.
Right. So, well, first I get up from being prone. If I could just straight up do that, that'd be great. And then, so the ship doesn't have a crew, right? That's what I was saying?
You can tell he basically ordered his men to stop working. And
Okay.
that's what the phone call was say he like basically prepared the orders to stop working to let the airship just drop.
What a
I'm
loyal
trying to
crew,
figure out.
ready to die.
If I could.
I mean, I have a plan, but that requires me having my own adventure.
Because I was gonna say, because Marco has unseen servant, so if he could just get to where the stuff is, he might be, because he has a +5 to insight, or
Mhm.
sorry, a +4 to insight, so he might be able to like at least figure out how to get it not crashing anymore. Like he can't fly it, but he might be able to like stabilize it.
What my plan is getting out of that room and running to where how you fly the ship.
Yeah.
And basically persuade the crew.
Okay.
So
I don't know.
But I don't know if I
that ship
can
is a
do that if the
simple
airship
plane.
is like an open airship, and I'll just fly out the fucking airship if we're falling.
Oh yeah, I see what you mean.
Yes.
Well, currently you're not like above. Like if you exit this room, you're not above deck. You also know that you don't have to go above deck to fly the ship.
Okay.
Also, unseen servant can only do simple tasks. I don't know if flying an airship is a simple task.
well, just like I didn't know if they could like push it, like just push a button or something, or like hold a lever still or whatever. It wasn't gonna be like you did this or that, or it's like just
Yeah.
you know, I'm going off of my IRL knowledge of like how airplanes work, so I'm like, you know, just pull back on this lever right here, or like push a like on button. It'd mainly just be me just having somebody along with it. But if, well, first of all, I think I'm gonna get up from being prone. If that is that my only action? Is just getting up from being prone?
That's just
or...
action.
No.
Okay, that's
just
okay. So then I
movement.
make my way towards the door. I start.
Okay.
I like yell. I'm like, if we can't fight him, why don't we just fly the ship ourselves? And just kind of like start heading towards the door, letting them know my plan. Like,
Okay.
join me or not.
Okay, yeah, you can you reach the doorway basically at that point.
Right.
Lyric's just gonna he's going to turn to Silas, and he's gonna walk up to Silas. He's gonna put his hand against the wall, basically like as an intimidation.
Copy gun.
You're about to
Good
pay
big
for
gun.
that.
Poppy?
Give me a charisma or wisdom, or give me a charisma saving throw.
Oh, he's
Okay.
seducing you.
Saving throw, right?
Yep.
19.
Okay, yeah. He slams his hand there and he says, "Well, are you prepared to go down with this ship, or you're not intimidated by this threat."
Ooh, I want to do something right now. I want to
Kiss him?
do something.
Well, it is Endien's turn.
Do I know why Marco's leaving the room?
He shouted out.
Okay.
Yeah, I shouted.
Do I know that Silas has any kind of background with ships?
Would Silas have told? Because in his backstory that he mentioned, he didn't mention anything of it. So I don't know if he would have said it in the meantime.
I mean, judging from like what happened recently with his recent voyage, I don't think he would mention it.
Okay. Yeah. So then you have no idea.
And I know the turtle was sitting on a boat. I still think she would think Silas would be more useful than herself in this situation. So she would tell Kala to follow Marco, and then she wants to essentially jump. I don't know if this is a possible thing or not. To try and jump on Leoric's back and give Silas the attempt is to give Silas a free disengage to be able to follow them, and she would say, "Go help Marco with the ship. I'll try and hold him here." Not that she thinks he's going to go stop them, but
Yeah.
but possibly because he's trying to intimidate Silas, that he would try and stop him from leaving.
Okay. Cool. So then let us go to Silas.
Wait, do you actually do the grapple thing?
I jump on his back to try and give you a disengage.
Oh, sorry.
I was waiting to see if it succeeded or not.
Oh, okay, yeah. Then
I don't know that it's necessarily a grapple, but it's like trying to distract so he can disengage without using the actual disengage, so he could get further.
I mean, if you're gonna jump on his back, I would assume a grapple.
Yeah, give me a grapple.
Heck.
Heck.
Yeah, you don't grapple.
God, I rolled another 3.
I rolled a 20. You do not grapple him. You go to grapple him, but he can there's a mirror on the wall, and he can just see you coming. And then he just basically moves out of the way, and you, to avoid slamming into Silas, you basically both. Actually, Silas, give me a dexterity save.
I'm using a new dice.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh, that's not how you spell roll.
ROLE.
Wait, what? Did it roll twice? Or
I don't know.
No. It's the +6, 17.
17. Okay, yeah. You both you and Leoric move out of the way and
she just threw herself at the fucking
Endien,
wall.
yeah, just lands at the wall. But to be fair, you both kind of went both ways, so in a way you succeeded. They're not standing next to each other now. You kind of broke them up a bit. Which means the ship drops. Okay. Down 6. Okay. That leaves it to Kala.
Okay, I'm just gonna shake my head and start running out, chasing after Marco.
Okay. So I'm gonna let you guys know, especially since it's Marco's turns right after you, and you guys are kind of working in tandem here. I'm gonna just let you know, from your, at least from Marco's time on the ship, Marco probably knows a little bit more about the layout than Kala does. Things that you know is there is a navigation deck. It's you guys are basically in a middle deck. There's an upper deck that has a navigation area room, and then there's also an engine room in a lower deck. Basically, you're gonna want to go to one of those two areas to try and find and convince people to fly the ship or run the ship yourself. Since you're both running out and you're basically on the same turn, which deck are you guys going to go to? Which deck does Marco say to go to?
So there's a navigation deck, and there's engine room, right? Okay, so he said this ship doesn't need a crew. So the engine needs a crew to power, then the engine. Okay, can I make it? All right. So logic is telling me that without a crew, an engine can't run. So to me, to actual me, I would go to engine room. But can Marco make an insight check onto what would be the more important part of the ship to focus on?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. Oh no! Oh no! That's a 1.
1. Oh wow.
Oh no.
He
Yeah.
panicked.
Okay. So you're kind of having a panic attack right now. You have no idea which would be better. They both sound very important to you, and you are just so stuck with indecision. You have no idea. Maybe there's a secret room you don't know that you're supposed to go to. Is there another room? Is there a room? Is there a room that you're forgetting about that helps run the ship? Is there a place you've never been? What could be possibly going on? And that's what you get from that.
So I guess I just kind of come out to Marco freaking out in the middle of the hallway.
Yeah, basically, like looking down looking both ways down the hallway and like taking a step and like taking one back and not being able to figure out, and then like on his hand like trying to like map out and do decision making or something, not knowing where to go. Do you have a specific direction you decide to go, or do you think that's going to be your turn?
I'm gonna shake Marco a little bit and say, we gotta go get the engine started.
Okay. I'm going to say it's going to take you guys 3 rounds running to get to the engine room.
Alright, so if we were done... So if you said by the past 3 rounds it went from 2,000 to 17,200, so that's... Okay, so we still should be good enough that we'll still be in the thousands after 3 rounds of getting there. That's not saying anything at all, but that's just like where we'll be once we get there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so at the moment, I'm gonna group you guys together for running. When I get to your guys' turn, if there's like something you're thinking about, like in the meantime, I'll ask you guys about it then. So Leoric, with Endien crashing in front of him, breaking him and Silas away, he's not even paying attention to you guys right now. He's just got cell phone in hand, and he's going to walk over to the broken the chair. It's a little bit broken. He's going to pick it up and he is going to chuck it at Silas.
Okay.
And he is also not proficient in improvised weapon. So I just gotta look at his dex. Does an 18 hit your AC?
Yeah.
Okay. 1d4 plus strength. 5 damage as a chair slams into you.
Got it.
Endien? Not so fun, is it, huh?
Wait, what?
Wait, why am I going?
Yeah,
Where was
what?
Silas's turn?
My turns
What?
have been missing.
Yeah, you missed Silas.
So Leoric went, Endien went.
Then I
Oh,
went.
no, Silas. Yeah. Sorry, Silas. Yeah, I didn't.
So
I
he
didn't
doesn't
miss
take
a
that
turn.
damage.
No. Yeah, no, you're right. I missed him once. Because I went straight from you separating them
Yeah.
to the ship dropping.
Yeah,
Okay.
because Marco I think goes before Silas or some.
No, it's the order is Silas, the ship, Kala, Marco, Leoric, Endien.
Okay.
So, but I did miss Silas once. So what are you doing? You basically they haven't quite left yet, and you just got separated as Endien slammed into the wall.
I'm just gonna do a little wink at him. See you later, old geezer. Run out the door.
Run out the door. He's gonna take an attack of op then. So he's gonna use his hand. He's gonna basically try to hit you with that. So I'm looking at the page with stuff.
So my thing didn't work, is what you're saying.
So no. For you, I mean, no. I mean, oh yeah, no. He wouldn't get attack pop. You're right. Because I said they were separated. Never mind. You're right. That's fine because I was just saying. I looked just so you know. Since you asked to try and do this before, grappling does count as a melee attack. So
Okay.
Well, wait, hold on. Let me see. Maybe not. I am going to allow next time I'm going to allow tripping and grappling to work as attack of opportunities. Just because they're all, I mean, attack of opportunity is also its own section in melee attacks, but if it's an attack, just in a melee attack, I don't see why not. I think that should be fine from now on.
Okay.
But yeah, okay, yeah. So yeah, you bolt out the door. And then at that point, Kala and Marco have decided to go to the engine room. So which way do you head? You probably got up to them, and then they decided to go to the engine room, right? How do you guys include Silas into the conversation then?
I think Marco would just be murmuring, but there's a navigation room, like he'd be kind of like murmuring like between the two. And so I think Kala would kind of indicate that both of us were going to the engine room, and Marco would be kind of like, no, the navigation room. So I think he'd kind of like try and like hint at Silas. It's like, hey, you go that way, just in case what we're doing doesn't work.
Okay. Cool. So then, if that's the case, it's just Leoric with Endien in the room.
Wait, are you guys sure you want me to go to navigation?
I'm gonna let Kala make that call.
I don't know if he's here.
Well, him and Kala is with the three of them.
I meant in.
Oh.
But he is back.
Okay.
Like he's just out of commission. It's like it's just Marco trucking on.
Because like, if I'm at the navigation room, I can't really do anything without power.
Right, but whenever we get power back, will we have time to make it to the navigation room to do anything? He's there. He's just really quietly.
Yeah, you're muted. You're like quiet again.
Okay, sorry.
Deep throat your mic, dude. We've been over this. Just get sucked down.
You gotta split up.
That's how we're
we gotta
Russian.
split up.
You sound like split up.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'll go to the navigation room.
Okay. Cool. So then you guys, like I said, it'll probably take you also 3 rounds to get there, fully running. That is, unless there's obstacles. It's Leoric's turn. He sees Endien crash in the wall.
Wait. Okay. Quick cue. So we decide to run away. Do I still have like an action that I can kind of do? Because I want to cast Find Familiar, and like just have like a small familiar of mine follow after him.
Let me see the wording of the spell.
Because it's not going to do anything. It's just going to let me know what's going on where he is.
Casting time is an hour plus 10 minutes.
Okay, yeah. I guess that's not really going to work then.
No.
What about Unseen Servants?
I was like, that seemed very unright.
Maybe...
It's okay, I can handle myself.
Alright.
Okay. Okay, so yeah. Is there anything you want to do? Or is that it? Then?
That was it.
Yeah, plus I think you become immobile when you have Find Familiar active. Like you yourself.
That's only if you listen through or look
Yeah, I
through
think
their
that's what
eyes.
she was trying to use it for.
Well, no, I was just gonna like send it with him, and then whenever we get our engines back running and we're back within 100 feet of him, I was gonna take an action to like look through it just so I could get like a 411 what was going on.
Okay.
It was just gonna be my little like spy thing. It wasn't gonna be anything
Yeah,
big.
I got that.
Yeah.
Got your drift.
Okay. Leoric, in the room alone with So what's the little hero gonna do? He's just holding the phone. He's ready in an action. And it's your turn.
First, she would look to Nier and tell him to find a way out, just so that he's not crashing with the ship as well.
Okay. So Nur, leaps off your shoulder, or leaps off your vicinity. I don't think you'd be on your shoulder after you crash.
I think he would have stayed before the Misty Step even happened.
Yeah. So it starts flying out the door. Is that it?
She would say, the point wasn't for me to be alone, but for the rest of them to find a solution while I gave them the opportunity to work together. And she'd ready in action.
Oh, okay. Silas.
I'm running.
Okay. Is that all you're gonna do for the turn?
I mean, there's...
Because I know you're a rogue. I know it's easier for you to dash as a bonus action, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know if you had other special things you were gonna do on the run. But if not, then we can move to the ship dropping. Aw. Only dropped 200.
I don't have that yet, by the way.
Oh! That's a level 2 thing?
It's not a level 1 thing, I know.
Oh, okay. Lucky you guys, the ship only dropped 200 feet that round. Kala and Marco? Is there anything you're going to do on the jog, or are you just taking this round to jog?
Can I try and make another insight check into what kind of engine this has? If it's an electricity engine, if it's a steam engine, because if it needs like some sort of like, okay, cool. All right, I'm gonna hopefully this
actually give me an investigate instead.
Okay, I mean, investigate's higher. Oh god, that's a 9. All of you are betraying me. All of you are betraying me, Die.
What'd you get? A 9?
Yeah.
Honestly, you're not even sure.
Okay.
Again, you're kind of paralyzed with like there's so many different types of ships. Which one could it be?
You're second guessing yourself. You're sweaty, knees weak, arms heavy.
Yeah.
Man,
you spilled
there's
more
so
spaghetti.
Many stains. There's so many stains on my sweater.
You run into the spaghetti cart and you knock it all over.
There's a wall of spaghetti that only I can hit with Kala.
Yeah.
Like, Kala doesn't have anything on him. I'm just dripping with noodles.
Is Claw gonna do anything, or is he just gonna keep the jog going?
We're jogging. I'm sprinting, yo.
The jog sprint. I'm using them interchangeably.
Gotta go fast.
He says, do you see what he says?
What?
He says, I'm going to see if I can remember anything from looking at the books on the ship. That was one of the books, right?
Which kind of ship it is? Yeah, okay. Give me an investigate check.
Microphone difficulties, am I right?
Yeah. I'm assuming he's typing in the chat. I can't see it right now, so that's why it's hard for me to...
I'll read it out if he does.
Yeah, that's good.
If and when.
Then we get an audio.
21?
21.
21.
I just realized I've been rolling the test chat.
No, that's fine. I don't care. What you know with that is because you didn't know how to read. You probably got frustrated with the books right away. And you might have looked around on the ship, and you could have seen, like, maybe some banners or historical things. And you might have seen, like, a picture. And you basically, from your small time on here, and your knowing of, you know... Basically, you understand that this is run magically. You know it because... If it was, it's not steam run. Also because you've been outside of the ship for days, next to it docked, you can kind of tell that, like, if it was steam run, it'd probably have a harder time landing in water and coming back up. If it was electricity run, it wasn't really hooked up to anything to help it regain, energy, especially with how like long distance going. So you can tell that this thing, by process of elimination of like how this might work, you think it might be magic. Since it's back to Leoric, you didn't do his trigger.
He makes sure Marco knows the engines are probably magic based.
Okay. Yeah, so Leoric, Leoric's gonna have some fun.
Oh,
He, I'm gonna make a check here just to make sure he gets it right. I'm gonna make him an acrobatics check. DC 20 to see if this works. And I will let you know what it is, what he gets, and then if what happens based on the result.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. He just starts playing hacky sack with the phone. He got an 18 on the die, so that was a 28 acrobatics check for him to hacky sack the phone.
It's a Nokia, so it indestructible. He drops it.
Yeah. That's Endien's turn.
that's the Orc's turn.
Well,
No, I'm saying it's now it's Endien's turn.
I do the same thing, and it confuses people. I understand.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No. Endien loses a turn because she's so bewildered at his hacky sack skills with a phone.
It's just so cool. It's just so cool.
Yeah.
He's never seen this.
She'll just say, "Are you enjoying this?"
I'm having a great time.
Well, I'm glad.
Are you enjoying this?
Not nearly as much as you, apparently.
How does it feel to be weeks out of the trees, huh?
Well, I admit it's not my commonplace, but I am willing to make the sacrifices needed to be able to work in this kind of environment. And now I have to have faith in my fellow students that we can continue to be here.
What are you're just gonna let them do all the work for you right now, princess?
Well, I've got to keep an eye on you, don't I?
Maybe. Is that it?
I think she will try and rotate to the door.
Okay. Yeah, he doesn't. He just plays hacky sack while watching you walk that way.
Mm.
All right, Silas. We're on top 2. Anything
Running.
while you're running? Running? Okay.
I mean, running in style. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm just giving you choices or like opportunities in case you think of something that you want to do. I'm not
Like
expecting
the
you to do
wind just
anything.
whipping through his hair. It's like
Yeah.
there's no wind indoors, but just whipping through his hair. It's very interesting.
Ship drops another 300.
So what is the ship at right now?
16,100 feet.
We're good.
1,100.
You are not even halfway down from where you guys started.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, so that'd be Kala and Marco.
So does Marco get the information that's magic run?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kala spoke up about that.
All right. Good.
Probably heard you murmuring to yourself, like out loud, and it's like, "Oh, I think I saw this was magic."
Right. Yeah. So I don't really have anything to do, especially since, well, so Marco's only seen Kala kind of use like athletics and everything. So Marco's like, am I gonna have to like take on this magic by myself or something? Like, hopefully we have enough, like between the two of us, we can figure out something to get it on. Marco's having to like suppress everything to trust the road, but he just had to like put his head down and just go. Where you when we get there.
Anything special from Kala?
Hello?
Hello.
Hey!
Okay, there we go.
There you go. You fixed it.
Yay, I'm just using my phone now.
Oh, well, that sounds great.
Oh, that's what I do all the time.
Okay, yeah.
I'm just gonna say, Marco, are we there yet? Are we getting close yet?
Are we there yet?
Are we
There yet?
There,
There yet?
Okay. Clearly not. What is this?
I'm also have magic, so yeah, we can probably figure something out.
Yeah, I don't have Celestian on me. I'm dumb.
Oh, you don't have Celestian on you.
Well, yeah, because I was like, I
Theoretically,
meant to pick
then, doesn't
Well,
that
yeah.
mean Mage Hand shouldn't have worked?
Well, it's a cantrip, isn't it? You don't really need to focus anything for a cantrip.
I was gonna say, are you doing components?
Components is
Or-
it's verbal and somatic, so you're fine.
Because I was like, all I did was like mage hand. I didn't do anything like
Yeah, if you
intensive.
needed,
If I was okay, yeah. All right.
yeah, if
so
it needed
I think-
components, you would have needed it, but you didn't. Okay, you're fine then.
Right. Okay, so what as with his components? Okay. That's funny. Unstring servant needs a bit of string and wood. Let's
Well,
see.
as long as you have Celestian on you, you don't need components.
Right. I think my original plan was to figure out which way to go, like run and get Celestian and then head that way. But since I got sidetracked and just spontaneously combusted, I'm just kind of reserved to cantrips, it seems, essentially. Because they're just voice. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Alright.
if you feel... Okay. So then Leoric, seen Endien move away towards the door. Where do you think you're going? I thought you guys wanted to train.
Well, the time for training is oh, what am I saying?
Question what you're being told.
Well, I haven't gone anywhere yet, have I? Just merely weighing options.
Alright. He starts walking towards you at the doorway. He does. He walks towards you. Right. He doesn't do anything from there, but it is your turn.
Tell me, what would it take to get that phone from you?
What do you, I mean, I guess that depends on what you're offering.
I suppose I don't have much to offer in my position, seeing as I'm under you, though we should question authority, as you said. So what is it that you're looking for, I suppose I will ask?
I'm not looking for anything. You guys came to me for help.
Yes, we did. And I'm asking for that help now. Will you reverse the call upon the ship so we can start our training?
Did you... Give me a persuasion check.
Ba-bam. I suck, dude. 10.
10. Well,
My rolls are just hot garbage.
Let's see what I get.
Something good, because you overpowered him, because he's the strong boy.
I didn't overpower him. He did get an 11, though, on his save.
You overpowered him so much we lost... Oh, there he is.
Oh.
The prodigal son returns.
I'm just proud I hit
I
a
don't
chair.
know what happened.
I failed my persuasion roll.
Yeah. Honestly, that was... He got an 11 on that, so, you know.
Yeah. If I just didn't roll like trash, it
Yeah.
would have been fun.
Silas.
Am I there yet?
Almost. So, what I want from you is to... Let me see where I put this. There is a specific...
Drop it down low. Drop it down.
I should have just, grabbed this while I was waiting. I could have done that easier. I know it's here somewhere. Swear to God, it takes me like, oh, there it is. Actually, wow. Give me a D20 roll.
Oh.
Flat D20.
Okay. Eight.
Okay. So as you're heading, you're heading around a corner. One of the like custodian turns around the corner too. Give me either a athletics, acrobatics, or intimidation check to get past this guy. Oh, sorry. Dexterity. Oh, yeah. He's basically like, he stops you and he's like, "Oh, hey, rich boy. You got some
Rich boy.
got some money I could have?"
I can do acrobatics, right?
Yeah, you can do acrobatics.
Got some money I could
Ooh,
have.
13.
13. Yeah, you got past it. You it was a DC 10 check. So yeah, you just basically ignore him, slip past, like do like almost like a pirouette as you like dodge out of the way on the turning the corner, and you like get past him. He's like, "Hey, that's rude! Don't stomp on the little people, asshole." Yeah, you make it through. Okay, yeah, you make it to the engine room. On your turn. So that'll be that turn. Okay. On your next turn, you can do stuff in this engine room.
Wait, navigation.
That was in the navigation.
Navigation. Yeah,
I was
sorry.
about to say, whoa.
Wow, yeah, you got lost.
It seems like I was going to the navigation room. What? Accidentally found my way to the engine room. I somehow lapped.
Drops another 1,200 feet.
Yikes.
We're still sitting pretty, boys. Don't worry.
Yeah, you're still above half. That means I want Kala to give me a D20 and Marco to give me a D20.
Ooh.
Flat check.
Alright. 5. None of these D20 respect me.
2.
Oh god.
Okay, as you guys are going, there is another group of like custodial workers who are down like on this lower deck, and they seem to be mopping that entire hallway as you guys are going. I want you guys to give me a. I want Calais give me give me a acrobatics, athletics, or just one of those two checks. Athletics or acrobatics check.
8.
8. Okay, and Marco, give me a dexterity saving throw.
Ooh. Cool.
I'm about to crush you.
So, dexterity and saving throw +1. So that should be an 8.
An 8?
An 8, yeah.
So you both the DC for both of you guys were 10. So basically, as you guys are going around this corner, Kala accidentally heads head first into this group of custodians.
Oh jeez, I killed them.
So you're not knocked down, but that did delay you a round. So your next round, you'll be able to get it there. Marco, however, you
I have 5
basically
hit points.
so they were mopping up. It seems as though one of the employees there completely dropped. They were bringing food down to the engine room to snack, and someone accidentally spilled a ton of spaghetti on the ground. And so you slip on this half water, half spaghetti mess, and you just tumble down and you fall down to the ground.
This is my favorite sweater, Fizz, and it's covering covered in
Yeah.
spaghetti.
So you also are not making it this
Cut to
turn.
Endien.
Spaghetti
Yes, I must
boy.
have faith in my classmates.
I
We come back and we like greet Endien after this is all over, and Marco is just drenched in spaghetti, and she's like, "What? How?"
mean, I'm doing pretty good. You can have faith in me.
So Leoric says, like, listen, when you're out there, you're not gonna know what people want. Some people, you just gotta make off. You gotta make people know what they want. Because you're not gonna have everything. You're not gonna have everything for every person. So unless you can make me an offer for this phone, you're not likely getting it. I could waltz. And he's still hacky-sacking, by the way, as he walks up. I could easily crush this phone if I wanted, so no one could have it. Should I do that? Or do you have an offer?